Well, hello there. Welcome to The Thriving Artist, where we have conversations where clinical meets creative. And today I am so honored, so pleased, so just humbled
Wow.
that I have the guy Nardulli sitting across from me, the man that needs no introduction because I'm not introducing him. We'll talk all about the awesome things that you've done.
Wow. Well, I am just as humbled and just as thankful. And
Impossible.
I am. I am.
Impossible.
No, 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 no. I really am. I'm really thankful for being here. Thank you
Yeah,
for
I'm
having me.
going to have a Wayne's World. We're not worthy.
Well, I'm not worthy. I'll flip it.
Stop it.
I'll
You
flip
stop
it.
it. You stop.
I won't
We'll
stop.
get nowhere if you do that.
It's just going to be back and forth, volleying the compliments
I'm
and the
here. I'm here
praises.
for it. I'm
Well, that's all
totally here
yours.
for it.
Because I'm sitting in front of a beautiful young lady and I'm happy to go. So, whatever you want to talk about, I'm ready to get
A
right
young
to it.
lady that's not so young. Anywho, let's talk about it. You are a Chicago native, kind of, because you're in suburbs, right? You're not like
Well,
really.
see,
You're not really Chicago.
that's funny that you should say that. Howard Heights in Norwich is an island in the city, so I'm technically, if I cross the street, I'm in Chicago. We just didn't want to separate or be annexed and go into Chicago. But I am more city than someone from Naperville or Schaumburg.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll take that.
Agreed. So
Okay.
you grew up in Chicago. You moved to LA for 20 years.
Mhm.
You moved back to Chicago. Tell me about that because that's when you and I first met, like after you moved back and we kept crossing paths here in the city. And I think it's a really endearing reason why you moved back, but I don't know if you want to share that with everyone.
Oh,
So,
no, absolutely.
yeah.
I obviously moved to Los Angeles to pursue an acting career. I was there for 21 years. And fortunately, it all worked out. It was great.
Yes.
But in those 21 years, I missed a lot of things that were happening here in Chicago.
Mhm.
My sisters had kids, and they started growing older. They're 16 years old now. They're just getting their driver's license.
Mhm.
My other one has a 5-year-old. I got an 11-year-old. Nephew, niece, and godchildren. So I missed them growing up.
Mhm.
Um, my mom and dad are in their 70s. When I left, they were in their 50s. They were still you know, I
Spry
I
and
gotta sit there and say, being 50 is not old. So because I just turned 51. So
no,
yes, and so
impossible.
them being in their 50s, they had a great time with life, right? And now they're in their 70s. Not that they're not having a great time in their life, but time moves fast.
It
So after 21 years in Los Angeles, I did my time there.
does.
I I, I
It's not prison.
I did my prison time in Los Angeles. I got paroled for a little bit. I'd come to Chicago and parole, and then I finally got released. So I moved.
Okay.
I moved back to be home with family.
I love that.
To be home with family.
That's his one redeeming. No, I'm kidding.
That's my only redeeming quality, guys. Other than that, that's it. I just want to be with family.
I think it's so sweet because I think it's really important and you can please chime in on this. I think it's really important when you pursue something as erratic as acting that you have a good support system in place. So tell me
Yeah,
a little bit about
uh, I've been so lucky in my life, not just for acting, in my life from birth to current state that I've been extremely supported in every choice I made.
mhm,
From you know when I was old enough to start making choices. Let's put it that way, because when you're a kid, your mom and dad are putting you in whatever sport they want to put you in, and then wherever you excel in there, they put you at a certain school where however you excel, that's on you. But when you start making choices, your family can steer you one way or the other.
did they
If
did they turn you on to football? Because I know you were a
f-
football player, hence the lovely svelte physique. Hubba hubba.
svelte,
Oh.
svelte. Actually, no. My father, we played. My dad and I growing up. My father was a police officer for 45 years here in Howard Heights, Chicago, but Howard Heights mainly.
Mhm,
So his time was always kind of limited. He was always working,
mhm.
but every time he had to go out and play ball with me, he did. Whether it was throwing a football, whether it was playing catch, whether it was kicking a soccer ball around. So he kept me active. But football, I didn't get into football till my freshman year in high school, like organized.
Okay.
I played with my friends. We played at the park, but it was never organized football. It wasn't until I was a freshman in high school. I was tiny. I
But
was a small guy. I was a small. There was like when I say small guy, I was 80 pounds when I got into high school. I was like
holy.
4 foot and change. I was a little fella.
And then when did the growth spurt happen? Because you're like 6 feet now or something.
I had a late spurt.
Okay.
Like I was a late bloomer. It wasn't until like my senior year where I really started developing, and then when I got into college because of the workouts,
Mhm.
I became
Were you on the juice at that time, sir?
never, 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 never. Honest to God, hand to God, never did it. And I had a successful collegiate career. I played a little bit professionally. I played in Europe, came back, bounced around. Um, ended up playing with the Chicago Thunder out here in Chicago, and I never touched it.
That's awesome.
I do say though, if I did, I may be a millionaire right now. I just because I think I was that good.
Okay.
It's a little conceited and cocky, but with that little extra burst, I think I could have done something more. But I'm glad I didn't.
I mean, but then we would never experience you as the wonderful actor that you are. And you truly are the embodiment of thriving because you've had success in multiple markets. You travel for your job and they pay you to travel. They seek you out. And I most recently saw seasons 1 and 2 of Tulsa King. And I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this because I want to do my research when Guy is on. And I didn't think I would like it, and I freaking loved it.
The show's great, isn't it? The show's
It's a great show.
Taylor Sheridan, Terrence Winter, season 1 and 2. Terry's not with them in season 3, with us in season 3. But yeah, man. I mean, they created a great show. Sly,
Dwight.
Dwight Manfredi.
I like Dwight. He is hilarious.
I kind of say this, like Sly in his earlier days, this may not have been his role, but like in his,
now,
I don't want to say he's old, but in his golden years, right?
He's seasoned.
This role suits him. Like
it's perfect.
He's awesome.
It is
he's
perfect.
Awesome. And he's my boss. So how great is that?
It is perfect. I love the dynamic between what's going on in Tulsa, what's going on in New York, and the back and forth. And you're part of the New York family.
Yeah, the Invernizzi crime family. Yeah.
I'm glad you said it because I would have stumbled over it. But can you tell us a little bit about what to expect for your character in season 3? I know you can't give away the trade
can't give away
secrets.
any of the storylines of what's happening in season 3.
But we see more of Johnny the Zip.
Johnny the Zip is in season 3.
Yay!
I just can't tell you into what scope because that'll give up the storyline. But there's trouble brewing for Dwight in Oklahoma, and
I know that because they abducted him at the end.
He still has to deal
2.
with the Invernizzi family. Even though, if you guys watched season 2, I don't want to throw out a spoiler if you haven't watched it, but there's a new regime that's a new boss who's taking over the regime. For the Invernizzi family, because we set it up that way, and
I did not see that coming. I'm not gonna say.
It's like I want to talk about it because I love the actor who played that role.
I saw him.
He's amazing.
I saw him in Reacher. Wasn't he in Reacher?
Was he in Reacher? He was in The Wire. Was he in Reacher?
He was in the Reacher. He was in Reacher season 2.
Well, now we're just gonna do it because the audience is gonna be like, "Who the hell are they talking about?" It's Dominic Lombardozzi. He plays Chicky.
I love him. I love him when he takes off his wig.
Oh, I don't even know how that came about for him to wear the wig in season 1, and then how he took it off, how it ended up coming off. Season 1 we could talk about. Right?
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about season 1.
Chicky kills his dad and drowns him,
which is
in the tub, which is like
dark. It was so very dark.
Because he's sitting there, and his dad was ill, so he was like bathing him and taking care of him.
Oh, I saw it.
And then he just snaps, and he just and he just drowns him. And as he's drowning him, the dad's wailing and kicking his legs, and he pulls off his wig.
Yeah, and then he comes downstairs.
He comes downstairs without his wig. And then we talk about it, and then in season 2 is where myself, Johnny the Zip, for those that don't know the character that I play, and then Vincent Piazza, who plays Vincent Antonucci on the show. Chicky admits, without knowing that, he admitted that he killed his dad.
Yeah.
And both Vince and I are like,
yeah, I love your,
did he just say what
exchanges during that. You're like, this mug is really crazy. Yeah.
This guy just killed his dad.
Yeah.
Like, there's some psychological problems.
There is.
There's like Oedipus issues, but I don't think he wanted to sleep with his mom. So
no,
it's not a full Oedipus. It's not a full Oedipus
right.
scenario. But he wanted Hamlet-esque.
Very Shakespearean. Yeah.
Take the throne, and which he did. He ended up
Mhm.
taking over the family, but he admitted that to us, and we were like, "Whoa, wait a minute, that's not like the way to do it." And
I didn't see that coming.
Vince and I start
Plotting.
plotting.
Mm-hmm.
We start plotting against Chicky without us even knowing that we're plotting against
Yeah.
Chicky. It's to the point where like we got to figure out what's happening, fix our family,
Mhm.
fix our circle, and still take care of Dwight. Try to figure out what's going on with Dwight in Tulsa, and then Bill Bevilacqua in Kansas City.
That is my, and I already told you this. I love his character.
Who's Frank Grillo, who's
I love his
another
character.
amazing actor.
Mm-hmm.
And like, we got to take care of everything, and then we're getting pushed aside. It's like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, man, this is New York, by the way, I'm Chicago through and through, so Chicago's the greatest city in the world. But
It
my
is.
character is a New York guy, so
I love New York.
when I'm
though.
talking about New York, it's Johnny the Zip talking about New York.
Not Guy
And
Nardulli.
it's not Guy Nardulli talking
Yeah.
about New York, because Guy Nardulli is a Chicago guy.
Yeah, Chicago.
Chicago, get the sausage and all of that, and I'll try not to
The Bears.
the bears and kill the accent. But we got to take
is
care
Johnny
of
the Zip coming to Tulsa?
You
you
gotta
can't tell
watch.
me.
You gotta watch season 3.
It's not out yet.
I know it comes out in September.
Okay.
We just wrapped. Sly put out a post on social media about how
Okay.
great everybody on the cast and crew was. A special thanks, and that's what I love about Sly. Like he's not only is he talented, superbly talented, a great writer, a great actor, and he's not like the thing that everyone starts watching with Sly, like, oh, he's Rocky, he's Rambo, and like he's this big action hero. The guy is super intelligent, and those that followed his career
Mm-hmm.
know it. He was a thriving artist. To
He
start,
is.
he was a struggling artist.
He was a starving artist. He is
Like
actually
he was
an
on
inspiration
Kojak. He was
to
on
me.
Kojak. He did a guest star on Kojak when he was younger, and then he did a movie called Lords of Flatbush with Henry Winkler.
The Fonz.
The Fonz.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
And it kind of started changing his trajectory. Then he wrote Rocky
in 3 days, which
he
that
wrote
was
it.
very
He wrote
inspirational.
it in 3 days, and then they obviously punched it up and fixed it. But in
Yeah.
3 days, he finished that script, and the studios wanted it, and he stood
true
true to himself.
firm.
He's like, I'm doing it.
It's me. Yeah.
The studio turned around, and at that time, it's funny. We talk about it now, like the studio only gave him $1 million to do the movie.
I'd like $1 million.
So would I. I'll take $1 million right now.
I'll take it
and not complain.
and
But at
not
the
take
time,
it, yeah.
$1 million was still a lot of it.
Yeah.
1975,
Back then.
75, right? 76. $1 million is a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But that was still low budget esque for them. Like
Mhm.
we're gonna give you $1 million. If you go over this, you're gone. We're gone. They were gonna
Yeah.
get rid of them.
Mhm.
Kept it under budget. And if you watch some of the scenes, like especially the boxing scenes, and they're in the ring, if you notice, the full background is like black. It's
Mhm.
blacked out. There's like maybe, scattered people in there.
5 extras.
They use the same extras
Yeah.
everywhere else, and they just darkened the stadium around
Yeah.
it through lighting. But again, super, super talented, super intelligent. And I forget where I was going with this, but no, that's what it was. How humble and grateful he is for everybody on set. Between the cast and the crew, all the way down the line to PAs, and he
I love
thanks
it.
everybody. And I think that's really important. I think he's a man of integrity, and it shows.
And I think he's an excellent model for you because you have produced your own films and more recently Dirty Hands with
Mhm.
Patrick and Kevin. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Because I know it's coming up in October.
Yeah, we shot that this past October. Shot it here in Chicago. That was actually my return home.
Okay.
Yeah, that movie made up my mind to move back home because we went to Jersey to do stunt training with Pat and Kevin, Patrick Muldoon, Kevin Interdonato. Kevin, who is my partner, was the writer and the director on Dirty Hands.
And very nice guys, like down to earth guys.
Yeah, I don't surround myself with arrogant, egotistical people. We seem like we're arrogant. We seem like we're egotistical. We do. Come on, guys. Like let's be honest. We're in an industry where looks and perception is all a big deal. But at the end of the day, I'm as thankful as it can be for everyone that comes into my life, and we're humbled. I don't have an ego. I'm not. I look at
A
it
little
this way.
bit, he does.
Like I don't really.
He's a Gemini.
Yeah. So the other guy has an ego. Um, but I look at it this way. Like I'm not curing cancer. You know, I'm not on a surgical table trying to save someone's life. I could play that. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm not on the street working my tail off for 8 to 12 hours a day in blistering heat
Hmm.
or in, you know, ridiculously cold weather as we know here in Chicago. Like there's people that do things day to day that make them who they are. They should be the egotistical people. They should be the ones that, you know, are
They're too tired to be.
they're too tired to be
Yeah.
egotistical.
Yeah.
I'm an actor.
I'm.
Somebody gives me my
Great.
words.
It's great.
Like they hand me a piece of paper, like you need to say these words.
But you make
Now,
them come to life.
it's not as easy as just as that goes. Like we have to put in our work for it. But at the end of the day, I don't think I need to be egotistical. Like if someone wants to come and say hi, if someone wants to, you know, take a picture with me, and it's been happening a lot at since Tulsa King. But let me revert back to Dirty Hands and where we were
Yes.
going with this. So sorry,
No, it's okay.
I ventured off.
We
into
can
that,
always
but,
edit.
No. Sometimes like my Gemini comes in.
Tangential.
I'm like, boom, I'm going to talk about this right now, and then we'll talk about this, and then we'll come back, and then
I
like,
too
what was
am a
talking about?
Gemini with probably ADHD. So
That was the reasoning for me to move back. That's where I was going with it because we did the stunt rehearsal in Jersey, and we took the 12-hour drive to work the characters together, Pat, myself, and Kevin. And then when we were back here in Chicago in September, I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, I don't need to be in LA to do these things anymore. So we're going to film this movie in Chicago. I'm a Chicago guy. I went out and I went to the neighborhood I grew up in, and I asked the mayor. I talked to the chief of police. I talked to the deputy chief of police, who I knew from high school. The chief of police, he watched me grow. You know, I've known him my entire life. And
from 80 pounds up.
From like maybe 40 pounds up. Like he's known me since I was an infant. The mayor, Arlene, was amazing. They opened up their arms, rolled out the red carpet, and they're like, do what you want. And I got to film a movie in my neighborhood that I grew up in, my hometown, at such minimal costs. And the movie looks great. And it's all because of the area. Again, and I think it stems from my upbringing with my family. They taught me to respect everybody. And so when I came back, they all respected me because I gave them the respect, right, to start, and enough to trust me. And they allowed me to speed through the streets, use the police department, use the alley, and they were doing things for me that major productions pay a premium for, and they were really taking care of me.
And you gave a shout out at the end of the movie because you can see the Harwood Heights.
Oh my God, totally.
Water Tower.
Howard Heights Water Tower. I featured a lot of Howard Heights, in like Jay's Beef, which, by the way, Chicago best beef in the city. I'm gonna give Jay's a shout out.
Please.
Unsolicited, they get the shout out because those are my boys. But
let me just it was can I just say how clever the movie is? Because and I don't want to give it away, but so much happens in the body shop.
Yes, well, so for those of you that, because the body shop in LA is a strip club.
No.
The mechanic shop. Let's be very specific.
Okay.
Let's be very specific.
Yes, okay.
The mechanic shop.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and that was a friend of mine too. A friend of mine owned that shop.
Okay.
I went to high school with him, and again, he's like, "Guy, I'm closed." He's like, "No one's using it. Go ahead." So he shut. And there was days he's like, "Yeah, I'm not busy. Come in early." I'm like, "All right, thanks, Phil."
I love it.
So he doesn't want me to give him a shout out because he doesn't want more people going there, business wise. But it's on Forest Preserve Drive. It's called Forest Preserve Auto, and he does a hell of a job. Phil DiPiazza. So, but again, they really took care of me. And the movie in itself, it's an action thriller. Got kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? God, I just lost the word I was looking for. I lost the word I'm looking for. A redemption quality to it, where the characters are looking to redeem their souls in that
Mhm.
sense and figure it out. But two brothers mess up a drug drop and they foul up. I'm the guy they mess up with. And
And you will not let it
I
go
do
either.
not let it go. I won't let it go. And, there's a couple twists and turns in there, so I don't want to spoil the movie, but we shot it all in 18 days. We had Patrick Muldoon, Kevin Internado, Michael Beach, Denise Richards,
Heavy
and
hitters and guy
and
and guy.
myself, and
Yeah.
myself, and myself. And the movie looks great. It's gonna come out in October. Um, God willing, we can get into the Chicago Film Festival. That's where I'm really, really, really hoping to get into. One being from Chicago, and it would just be great to
Mhm.
have because it's technically I've produced a couple other things. I did another movie here in Chicago called The Corner, which comes out July 15th of this year. Um, and it's my character comes back from LA to my father's bar when my
Hmm.
father had passed away, and
Very.
I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with the bar. Um, an ex-lover of mine works at the morgue of not the morgue, at the
Funeral home?
funeral home. Thank
Okay.
you. Gosh, I am
Okay.
such a terrible person with words. Words are so. This is why it's like they got to write me these words.
No, I've seen
But
you in
yeah,
action.
the funeral
And
home. So I come back and she gets to a liking back to me and something. And there's might be a spark that goes off, and the
mm,
spark triggers an event. There's a body that's found in the bar while I'm asleep in the bar. I think I killed him.
don't give it away because July
I think
15th. Are you doing a screening here?
We've been screening it around. It just did
I didn't see it.
we just did a screening down in Quincy, and I couldn't make it because I was in LA filming during the screening of that. But July 15th, it will be out on all streaming platforms,
Platforms. Okay.
Amazon, Hulu, all the streaming platforms, and it's called The Corner.
Okay. And you're already an award-winning actor because you won an award. Can you tell us about I think it's the SYS award
Yes,
or
SYS Award for Hollywood Laundromat. We did that at the end of the like right when the pandemic opened up,
Mhm.
and we did this independent dark comedy. Shot it in like a week. Like we banged through that production. Like,
You banged through
we
it?
banged through that.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah. Just a lot of banging going on. No, not that type of movie.
It'll be on OnlyFans.
I'm a down on his luck employee of a laundromat in Hollywood, which is owned by my ex girlfriend, and I borrowed money from her, and she makes me work it off
Oh,
at the laundromat.
I think I want to see this movie.
And a couple events go on. It's like a night. It happens all in one night, so it's like a night of what's going on in Hollywood in
Okay.
front of the laundromat. Between homelessness, between the characters that you see up and down Hollywood Boulevard. There's a inciting incident that happens that triggers my getting out of the laundromat.
Okay.
So, but it's my interaction with everybody from weed dealers to
Oh, I can't
homeless
wait.
people. I got a homeless friend that's in a wheelchair that comes up and I talk to him outside. So it's actually really fun, dark comedy.
Okay.
And
I
that's
like
out
dark
that's
comedy.
out that's out there now. It's out
Yeah.
in the streaming market right now. So
Okay. And you've also, so let's talk about your illustrious career because you've done some pretty cool shit. Like one, if you follow him on Instagram, which I highly recommend, and you can shout out your
it's
official.
my first and last name and the number 24. Guy Nardulli 24.
Is that your football number?
That is
or-
my football number.
Okay, yeah.
So everything that it used to be safety 24 and I just changed it. I changed it a couple maybe a year or two ago
Okay.
because of Tulsa King. And people were like, "Well, what's your handle? What's your handle? What's your handle?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Safety 24, safety 24." And my reps were like,
No.
"You're not safety 24
You're
anymore. You're Guy
Guy.
Nardulli, and people need to know you as Guy Nardulli.
Yeah.
Safety 24
That was football days.
That was football days. My license plates were safety
Oh
24.
my God! Now you're gonna have a stalker.
Well, no, they were. They're not my plates anymore, so I'm not giving out my plates anymore. But like when I would roll up on campus, like everybody knew it was my car. They saw safety 24, and it just stuck. And I was safety 24.
Okay, and I forgot where I was going with that shit.
Good, because I don't want to talk about.
No, if you follow him on Instagram, no longer safety 24, Guy Nardulli 24.
Guy Nardulli 24 on Instagram.
You just released your reel, and you were in Red Notice. Did you work directly with
The Rock?
Yes.
That was cool. That was cool. A friend of mine was the director, Rossen Thurber, and it was because of, again, my relationships, and it like going back to what the show is about, right? Kind of the thriving artist in working with relationships, right? And your people you surround yourself with. He's a great guy. Rossen Thurber directed this movie. I played flag football with him in LA.
Love it.
He gave me an opportunity to read for a role on Central Intelligence first, with
Kevin
The Rock.
Hart and
Kevin Hart,
yeah.
The Rock, and Aaron. Why am I drawing a blank on Aaron's name from Breaking Bad?
Aaron Pinker.
No. The kid on Breaking Bad. It's terrible. I'm terrible. I'm really bad.
That's okay. We'll fix it in post.
So, maybe not. Just
maybe
going.
Not. We'll show you struggling.
No, struggle, because I'm normal. I don't have all the answers. God, what's Aaron's last name? Like, I almost want to jump on my phone now, and it's really bad. It's driving me crazy. It is a male, and he was on Breaking Bad, and he was the kid on Breaking Bad, and he got the part. So I auditioned for that part.
Okay.
So I got. But
we don't care about
my
that.
point being, my point being is Rossen gave me an opportunity, and I didn't get the part, and he brought me in for Central Intelligence to do some voiceover work, and then Red Notice came.
Okay.
And they were looking for Italian speakers. I speak Italian fluently. So I beat out a lot of native Italians because he gave me an opportunity. It's not about who you know in the full sense. It's about who you know to get an opportunity. You still have to
work
produce.
for it.
You got to work for it.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if you're friends with the president of MGM. If you go out and do a terrible job, it's going to look bad on the president of MGM. You still got to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave me an opportunity. I read for 5 different roles on Red Notice, and I got to play 2 roles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a reporter who does the whole thing in Italian, and then the VIP guy that gets his car stolen.
Yeah, I like that
from
one.
Rock, and I have the scene with Dwayne Johnson.
I like that. I like it.
But yeah, I worked on that, and then I think my reel has All American on there, which was fun. I got to work with Tay Diggs. That was cool. Why Women Kill.
I saw that one.
Directed by Eva Longoria. That was fun. I got to do my own stunts, a fight sequence in that. I still talk to some of the cast members from that show. And I think
you've had a lot of variety. Can you tell us about your General Hospital days?
Humble
beginnings. Humble beginnings.
I can't even say it was a humble beginning. I mean, it was a great start for me. That was my first job. Like my first major job.
You were a hit person, right?
I was a hit man. I played Pete Inglis. Bad guy. If you guys go through my reel and you're watching, or you go through my IMDb, you're gonna be like,
He's not everything.
There's something going on here, guy. Like, you're a bad guy. I'm trying to shake the image. I'm trying to play doctors now. But Pete Inglis. So I got into acting. Like, literally, I didn't want to be an actor. Let me start off by saying that. Like, I didn't go to school to be an actor. Like, high school.
But you've got the
high school. I didn't do any.
You've
acting.
got the look, so it's working for you.
Thank you.
I think Rob told you that just moments ago.
Yeah, Rob came in here and
he called you gorgeous. He said you were gorgeous.
Beautiful people. The beautiful people.
Okay.
College didn't do any acting. I wanted to play football. That was my thing. I went to school. I got my degree in political science, minored in sociology. I got accepted to law school. I wanted to be a lawyer.
I could see you as a lawyer.
But I wanted to pursue a football career. And I did everything I could to get to the next level and really, really play there. And I did. I had opportunities. I played in Europe. Like I said, I came back, bounced around. And then I got into
You can talk. You can talk about
Yeah,
it.
I know.
I know, but I mean, it's already out on the interwebs.
It's out there on the it's
You
out there
sexy beast, you
in the
in the
world out there. So
stratosphere.
I fell into a little group called the Chippendales,
Woohoo!
and was doing some dancing for those.
What was your stage name, if I may ask?
Nikki D.
And the D stands for
D. It stands for D. D. This is PG
I think
right
I'm
now.
gonna pass out.
This is PG. This is PG right now. This is PG. Yeah, it was Nikki D from Vegas who had the longest hose on the strip. Had to put out fires.
Cut. We need to stop this. I want to see for myself. No. Okay.
Stop
Go
it.
ahead. Okay.
So I got invited to do a calendar in Jamaica. Jill DiCello was the organizer, and she put the whole thing together. And I give her credit for it because she literally is like, "You belong in Hollywood. You got to go out to Hollywood. You got to go out to Hollywood." And took the advice and went out. I met with Mark Teschner, who casts General Hospital, and then I was at
The
General
rest is
Hospital,
history.
and I fell in love with being in front of the camera.
And the camera loves you.
I thank God, because people would tell me I got a face for radio.
No, you don't. You know that. Shut it. Shut it. Safety 24.
Oh, stop.
Okay, so you're out.
So I fell in love with it, and then
You're out in LA. Did you get homesick though?
I promised my mom. I'm a mama's boy. I promised my mom. I go, Mom, if I don't make it within 6 months to a year, I'm coming home. And I guess I made it. But then it was funny because soaps are weird. Like you're on the soap and then you're off. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm no longer on the soap. Like I don't have a job.
What? Need a job.
What now? The struggling actor finally came through. I'm like, fuck, it's not easy.
So what did you do to? And I think a lot of actors deal with. I mean, I find myself. I am by no means like at the level of actor you are, but I have my clinical work to fall back on, which I love. And people feel like if they're not just focused on acting or struggling, that they're not real actors. Did you do anything in between your jobs?
Yeah, I was a bartender. I was a restaurant manager. Before I had left for Los Angeles, I was in the restaurant business here. When I finished playing football, or when I was about to finish playing football, we opened up a pizzeria, my cousins and I. It was in Schaumburg, and I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen, and with my cousins, it was fun. It was called Domani's. We were on Schaumburg and Meacham Road. It's not there anymore. When we sold that, we went down to Plainfield, and we ran a restaurant called Bocce's, which was an old church. And it was fun. Like I was in the restaurant business. So for me, when I went out to LA to transition into the restaurant business, it wasn't difficult.
Okay.
I was a bartender. I had to find jobs that gave me the flexibility to audition and leave when I could. Like if I was working a strict 9 to 5, like if I was a fireman, even though with their hours, it could be simple, but if you're on, I can't be like, hey guys, I'm leaving for 2 weeks. Don't worry about the fires.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. They're gonna frown upon it. So I had to find a job that was flexible. So, I bartended. I managed restaurants, and I did that for a long time. I mean, to be honest with you, it wasn't until like my 18th year in LA where I was like comfortable enough to say, okay, I don't think I need to do this as much anymore. Work the survival job. But living in LA was expensive. And you still need to do something. And there's like the acting industry, as far as we know it, as people that are in it, it's not as lucrative as everyone outside thinks. It's not all glitz and glamour. I just went back to LA and I worked a week. Now I'm off, and I hadn't worked. When was the last job I had? We're in July now, June, May, February, March, I think was the last job.
That movie?
The movie I did out in Buffalo with Mario Lopez. It's a Christmas movie. It'll come out Christmas.
Okay.
Called The Christmas Spark. I play a fireman, which is cool.
Ironically. Because you just mentioned
talked about firemen. So, there's periods of time where you're not working. And it gets stressful, right? And I know this was something we talked about before we got on air. How I cope and what do I do to cope with either the stress of it or how I handle things. At first, it it was just super difficult. I wouldn't know what to do with myself,
Mhm.
and it became overly stressful because I started going, "What am I going to do for money?" And it became a money thing. And what I learned through that is I don't really put an emphasis on money anymore. We need it, right? It's unfortunate to say that the dollar drives the world. Like if you
Mm.
don't have it, it's difficult,
Mhm.
because you got to eat, you need a place to live, and society just makes it a little bit hard. Everyone's raising prices. I'm not going to get into whatever politics it may
Please,
be
please
left.
don't.
No, wherever
Like, I think we all know
wherever
what's
you stand,
going.
wherever
Yeah.
you stand, left or right. It doesn't matter, right? It's societal,
Right.
and people need to make money. I get it, but it's also hard. If you're not working, you're not eating.
Mhm.
You're not living, and I've been lucky. I've been lucky going back. I know I had a super, 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 super strong support system where I could always lean on something. Like I knew I had that here in Chicago.
Mhm.
I may have been gone for 20 years,
But they were still like sending good
but like
vibes.
if I fell to a point where it was no getting up, I knew for a fact home would put me back on my feet.
Mhm.
Um, but to go back to it, so I struggled, right? And it became like mentally, I was going nuts. I'm like, okay, I got to do something. And, I threw myself into the gym again. Being an athlete, it was easy. Threw myself into the gym.
Mhm.
Um, I wanted to learn things. I tried to learn tap dance. So like,
Oh,
you gotta throw yourself into things to take your mind off of what's pressuring you,
yes.
because you shouldn't let money pressure you. Realistically, you shouldn't. And I blame social media a little bit. I do. I do. Even though it's a huge part of what makes my career
Mhm.
is to be out there and to show people, hey, look, this is me, guys. Look what I can do. Um, it also is, I want to say false because it's not, but it puts a
Not an
look,
not an
not
accurate
not an accurate
representation of the
representation of what
entire
life is,
journey.
right? Because
Yeah.
my definition of success is I got a great family. I have a home to go home to. I have food on my table. That's it. I don't need like there's a difference between needs and wants, right? I want the big house. I'm not gonna lie. I want the mansion. I want a Lamborghini. I want all those elaborate toys. I don't need them. I
Mhm.
don't need them,
Mhm.
right? I need a strong foundation. I need to be surrounded by good people, and that's it. You know, um, But again, the family has been my biggest support system. I got 30 cousins. I missed all of that too. So that was another
Weren't
reason
they
to come
all
back.
at the screening of Dirty Hannah?
A lot of them,
You
a
had
lot
a
of them, a lot of them,
huge.
were, but a lot of them will be
Okay.
um, so um, I got a big family, and like I hang out with all my cousins.
Mhm.
So for me, that's success.
Mhm.
For me, coming here to Cine City, meeting you and seeing Stan again after 30 years of knowing each other, um, and seeing the family that's being built here, that's success.
Mhm.
To me, it doesn't matter if I have $1 in my pocket or if I have $10,000 in my pocket. Dollar doesn't make me successful.
Wow. I mean, it certainly helps.
Doesn't make you successful.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't.
helps. It
It
doesn't make you
doesn't. It
successful.
doesn't.
I know a lot of rich people
That are
that
miserable.
are miserable.
That are miserable. So how do you keep? So we know your definition of success. How do you keep the creative juices flowing? Because you're still going to create,
Mhm.
not just the words that people create for you. You still are your own entity, and you're still going to create. So how do you keep those creative juices flowing when it's difficult?
It's so you get into producing. Like I got into producing. Like
Hmm.
this business is different than it was. Take it back to the '50s, where you were um, a three. Was it called? Like a 3-time.
They would lock you into a number.
No, but you'd have to learn how to dance. You'd have to learn how to act.
Oh,
and you'd
triple
have to-
threat?
a triple threat. Thank you.
Okay.
And you'd have to be. Thank you.
You're
Told
no
you,
J-Lo.
words are hard. Words are hard. But no, but that was a thing, right? You had to be a triple threat, and that was the triple threat back then,
Okay.
right? Nowadays, it's that plus. You're no longer a triple threat. Like you should know how to do all those things, and you'll have a leg up. But if you can't create your own content, if you can't go out there and find a way, and there's billions of ways of doing it now, the new iPhones and the new smartphones that people have, you are filming movies with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like yourself with the podcast, right? This wasn't readily available 10 years ago,
Yeah.
right? 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So there's opportunities now. And if you're in the creative world and you can't find these opportunities, you're doing something wrong. The other day, I was just having fun. You know, I wanted to film something. I called upon the people here at Cinecity, Vince, Rob. They all jumped up, standing like, "Yes, let's do it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Really?" They're like, "Yeah, let's do it." So I grabbed the monologue. I don't need to do monologues, and film them at any. And I don't want to say I don't need to do them anymore because that sounds arrogant. But I wanted to. I wanted to film. I wanted to get in front of the camera. I love getting in front of the camera. I love creating. So we took a scene from Malice, the Alec Baldwin God complex. I am God. Question is, do I have a God complex? Well, let me tell you something. I am God.
Okay.
So we created that scene, and we Vince took creative control, so we changed it up a little bit. So instead of being in the law office in a deposition room, we turned it into me coming out of surgery with Rob. Hey, you got to talk to somebody, and then I ran into Tara, who played the lawyer. So it was a female instead of a male playing the lawyer role. Instead of Dennis, it was Denise, and we changed it. But you know what we did is we got creative, right? And we were acting. And I was teaching an acting class in LA, had a studio called First Take Acting Studios. And I would tell this to the students, like, you guys got to go out and you got to create. Like, grab your phone, right? I don't care if it's terrible. Like, who cares? Get in front of the camera, create, have fun. And that'll ease your mind. Like, that will fix your sanity or make you insane, depending on how
No, I think
you look at it.
I think it's a healthy coping skill.
Like you're out there doing. So if you feel like you're doing something, and if you alleviate or eliminate, not alleviate, if you eliminate the thought of making money with it and just become creative with it, guess what? Somehow, some way, someone's going to see it, and you're going to get paid for it. And that's how simple it is. Like, you want the answer, you want the blue pill, right? The Matrix. You want the blue pill to teach you what it's like to make it in this industry. Be creative. Somebody's going to see you, right? Overnight success is 15 to 20 years. Like, I'll give you the Vin Diesel story. The guy was
a bouncer
forever. And then he wrote a short called Multifacial. Steven Spielberg saw it at Sundance. Granted, he got into Sundance with it. That's an accomplishment. But someone saw it. But it took him 15 years to get to that point.
And now look
like,
at
it wasn't a Fast and Furious rise to the top.
Oh, my God.
Like, Fast and Furious took a long time. Like, he did the short. Then he had a...
Boiler Room, I think.
No. He actually had a smaller role. It was a great role in Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah. He is in that.
He was in Saving Private Ryan. And then from there, it's like springboarded him off, and he was Fast and Furious rise of Vin Diesel.
I mean,
Kevin Costner lived in his car for months on end.
Yeah, and Yellowstone. I love Yellowstone.
And now he's at, so this, going back, Sly, he had to write, got creative. He had to write himself into Hollywood. Is it as easy as it may have been back then? I don't want to even say it was easy, but different.
Okay.
Right? Different. But now there's so many opportunities that you could become successful in the business by creating
your content. So I think we're gearing down. If you had to give advice to any And I think you just did because you're saying get creative and create.
No, I'm gonna change that. Be a doctor.
Wait. No. Don't do it. Don't ruin somebody's dream.
I'm gonna shatter your dream
No,
right now.
don't ruin somebody's dream.
Step
So if
on
you
it.
had to give advice to a young Guy Nardulli who's coming off his Nikki D hosing everyone on the Sunset Strip and back from Europe and making calendars and being all sexy, what would you have told your younger self?
The same advice that Morgan Freeman has given out, that Michael Caine has given out, all the older, the Dustin Hoffman. Because I listened to their interviews. Don't quit. Like literally, don't quit. There's a meme out there, of the guy chiseling a wall, and he's like an inch away from all the diamonds, and then there's like him on top, and then there's one on the bottom who just walks away from it because if it's too easy, it's not right. It's good. You gotta struggle. Don't quit. If you want to do it, if you love doing it, if it's a passion of yours, do it. And it goes for anything, not even just in acting. Anything. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a doctor, you want to coach, you want to knit, you want to have a blanket making business.
Yeah.
Don't quit. Whatever you're doing, don't quit. Like really, really, really fight for it. And the universe has a way of handing back to you. If you believe in like universal gifts, there it is. If you believe in the religious world, God will grant you your gift if you put the work in. He's not going to give it to you. A Morgan Freeman quote from the movie Bruce Almighty. Or was it Bruce Almighty or was it the other one? He says, if you ask God for patience, is he going to give you patience or is he going to give you an opportunity to be patient?
Mm-hmm.
If you ask for courage, is he going to give you courage or is he going to present you an opportunity to be courageous? I think that's life. Whether you believe in God or not, I think that's it. If you want to be courageous, put yourself in opportunities where courage is there. Take a risk. Take a risk. Take a risk. Believe me, take a risk. And if you love it, it'll be worth it.
Whoa, mic dropped. Holy fuck. Can I say fuck? I'm saying fuck. Okay.
We're out. Fuck it. I'll say fuck. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. Fuck.
All right, Nikki D, a.k.a. Gardner.
Don't go with Nikki D. Go with the guy that I am now, Johnny the Zip. God damn it, she's bringing up the Chippendale name.
I can't get it out of my head now.
No. Forget that guy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I have been relentless trying. I'm like, come on. He's like, gotta go here. I'm traveling. Nope, this is happening. Nope. And I am just so grateful. I'm so happy
that this worked out because you're not only a beautiful person, you're a beautiful soul. And I wish I would have done this when you asked me day one to do it. I wish we had the time to do it, but no, I'm so happy that it worked out. So thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time at The Thriving Artist. And follow Guy Nardulli 24.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes. Do it. Or Johnny the Zip is coming to get you.
Oh, shiznit.
Watch season 3, Paramount Plus.
Yes. Yay. Okay. Oh, yeah? So I can drink something? Holy fuck balls.
Is that an hour?
Pretty much.
Fuck. I talk a lot.